Today we are going to explore some elements of Pichwai, and that one element is Pichwai lotus. So to make a Pichwai leaf, we will first start with a U-shaped bowl. Making a U-shaped bowl will give you the base for the leaf. On the top, join the two ends of the bowl with a curved line. Below that curved line, we will draw a wavy pattern touching one end to the other end of the curve. From the middle point of the base of the leaf, we will draw curves facing upward towards the top. On that center point only, we will make curved lines to form the stem of the leaf. Here comes my favorite part. Now we are going to do the shading and blending. So now I am going to reveal the secret of shading, where to shade darker and in what direction. So first is to observe that what is your subject and what is its shape. We should always move the pencil in the shape of your subject. And the darkness and lightness depends on the source of light. As I am moving towards the border, I am giving the strokes more at the edges and not in the center, as I want to darken the edges. Now, as per the lines, I am moving my strokes in the same direction as I have drawn the lines on the stem. So it is darker towards the base and it is lighter towards the center of the stem. To give the leaf more realistic look, I am going to add another wavy line just above the line I have already drawn. Now, in the rest of the space, I am going to fill it with circles. The circles here represents the seeds. We can adjust the drawing as per our theme. Here we are practicing the Pichwai theme. So rather than making it a technical drawing, I am altering my drawing as per the aesthetics of Pichwai. All the remaining spaces are going to be blended with a darker shade to add some depth and darkness. For the darker shade, I am using a dark green which is blended well with the brown to give it a more earthy touch. Now I am adding strokes more towards the upper portion of the leaf to give darkness there. As you see, my pencil will move as per the shape of the leaf, and the direction of strokes will move from top towards middle. Want to know an exciting secret for a realistic shading and a smooth blending? While shading, I always work in layers. I add number of strokes layer by layer rather than in one go, as it gives more uniformity, smoothness, adds volume, and does not even bothers the surface. Moving towards our stem, again we are going to use earthy tones of brown. What I mean by earthy tones, that we do not use the direct primary colors that are provided with the color set. Rather, we blend it with earthy tones, that is the tone of the soil, the tone of the greens, the nature, as Pichwai is also a traditional art form which is done using natural colors. So, my preference is always rather than using bright, vibrant colors, I try to use muted and earthy tones into that. Here we are done with all the pencil colors and shading. Now is the turn of water. As my pencil colors are water soluble, I am just going to use wet brush and glide it in the direction of my pencil shading. This will give a very soft touch and all my paints will be blended and finally it will look like a water painting. Keep maintaining the quantity of water in the brush. The brush should only be wet and don't use dry brush anywhere. The best hack to keep the area white and the highlights always shining is not to wet that area. The water or the colors will never come into that area and it will give you the best highlighted look. This is my style of working for a Pichwai realistic artwork. I hope it has given you a lot of instructions and guidance on how to paint a lotus stem. If you wish to receive more such updates, guidance, and want to explore Pichwai into different content, create your own unique style of Pichwai, then you are free to join my community. The same details of the community has been shared in the caption.